Hi, Lara from Forex Info USA with your free US dollar index Elliott wave analysis for the New York trading session dated Wednesday the 12th of May. Starting this analysis with a look back at an historical chart, we'll go back to 1985 today, and we had a 5-wave down impulse that ended here for a cycle degree wave 5 to end in 1992, followed by a really obvious 3-wave structure, which must be an A correction. So this is a flat correction. Another 3-wave structure followed that for wave B, which has reached beyond the start of A. This ended in early 2008, and it was a 111% correction of this wave A. So now we know this is an expanded flat when B is longer and reaches beyond the start of A. Therefore, our upcoming C wave to complete this ABC 3-wave structure at cycle degree is likely to be end up significantly beyond the end of A, and I have a target to the upside for cycle degree wave C. This is going to take a few years to get there. We may see C end up around about 141.08, and that's where it will be 1.618 the length of this wave A. So further dollar rises for the next few years, possibly up to the 140s or so. In the shorter term, we have 1, 2, we're working on primary 3, we'll have 4 and then 5 up to finish the C. It's going to be a 5-wave structure. In the shorter term, the end for wave 3 before we have a correction, something like this, to the upside, may be where 3 is 1.618 the length of 1, and that could take the dollar up to about 102.87, maybe December this year or August next year, using Fibonacci time relationships between these waves here at primary degree. I'm confident that this B is finished because we've got a nice clean parallel trend channel from the beginning of A to this point labelled B here, a parallel copy placed on this low labelled A, which has been very clearly broken to the upside, so B is over and C, the next wave in the sequence, should be underway. Taking you now to a regular daily chart for the dollar, and here's our recent dollar rises. Here's that primary 2 and here's the early stages of primary wave 3. With a 5-wave up impulse to end intermediate or black 1, thereafter a clear breach of the trend channel to the downside with a very, very brief intermediate wave 2. I certainly did expect this to take quite some more time. It may be an outside possibility is that this is all still primary wave 1. That is possible, but I'm going to leave this labelling here for the moment. It's working pretty well and it is entirely likely as well. Thereafter, probably the early stages of intermediate or black wave 3, with a 1, 2, and within 3, 1, 2, strong, sharp 3, fairly good correction down for 4, and working on the last little bit of wave 5 green to end 3 pink on the upside. When that's over, wherever it ends up, the next move for the dollar should be back to the downside and a 4th wave at pink degree, which should not move below this point here. Wave 4 cannot move into wave 1 price territory. So here's our invalidation point, 82.05. Taking you now to an hourly chart where this 3 and 4 green is this 3 and 4 green. So we're looking at the end of that sharp, steep rise. And here's that last part of wave 3 green with that steep 4th wave correction. I may have the labelling here slightly off. 3 could have ended here and we could have seen an A, B, C expanded flat correction, because this certainly does look like a 5-wave structure, which would mean it's probably a C wave. So here's a short little A and a little B that reaches beyond the start of A with that long C. That's what expanded flats certainly can do. That's another way of labelling it, entirely possible. I'll just leave this here for now. We're probably going to have a little bit more dollar rises today, and I have an upside target about 85.12 to 85.17, somewhere around here. May very well see the end of this 5th wave at green degree. Thereafter, wherever it ends up, we're looking for a trend change back to the downside for this next wave 4 at pink degree. So a little bit more upside movement, although it's not necessary. We can see a completed structure here. It is running out of steam, momentum is waning, so possibly a little bit further up to that quite close by target, and then a trend change for the dollar back to the downside. So that's all from me today with your dollar analysis. I hope everyone's having an awesome day out there, and may all our trades be profitable.